Hello everyone. Now we will start with the last type of reaction called as oxidation reduction reaction. This is also combinedly called as redox reaction. In these almost every chemical reaction which takes place either naturally or inside the labs, they are all considered as redox reactions. On there are two bases on which they are being declared as redox reaction. The first kind of basis which is being explained here is in your syllabus for class 10th, and the another concept, that is an electronic concept, that will be told to you, explained to you in higher classes. So let's start with the first concept of declaring almost every chemical reaction as a redox reaction. The redox reaction contains two terms. One is oxidation and another is called as reduction reaction. So the first word, term oxidation, it simply means addition of oxygen in any component. It can be any compound, it can be any metal or any element. Or it is also denoting the removal of hydrogen from that compound. So if oxygen is added to any compound, it will be called as an oxidation reaction. Or if any compound in which hydrogen is present and that hydrogen is removed out, then also the process will be called as oxidation. Now there is a component called, if in any reaction oxygen is adding or hydrogen is removing, then there should be a source which can add oxygen to that compound or which will help to remove the hydrogen from that compound. So such a kind of compound or reactant which helps in addition of oxygen to the another reactant or which helps in removal of hydrogen from that reactant is considered as oxidizing agent. Means the compound or the reactant that provides oxygen or that helps in removal of hydrogen. Removal of hydrogen. So such a kind of compound will be called as oxidizing agent. Now, after understanding the oxidation concept, we have to move on to the reduction process. Reduction is opposite to oxidation. Here, in oxidation, we have highlighted addition of oxygen or removal of hydrogen. Now, here it will be highlighted as in any compound if hydrogen is added or oxygen is removed out from that compound, then we consider it as the process of reduction. If you want to memorize it, only one concept, like any of them, oxidation or reduction, if you memorize it, automatically the another one can be learned to you. Now similarly, there should be an reducing agent also available in that reaction. So what will be the work of a reducing agent? The agent or the compound which helps, which provides hydrogen. A compound which provides hydrogen to another compound or which helps in removal of oxygen from that compound. Such a kind of agent is called as a reducing agent. Let's clear this with the help of an example. The example I'm using here of zinc oxide, when it combines with carbon, then it produces zinc plus carbon monoxide. Now we are knowing this, that it is a redox reaction. If it is a redox reaction, we have to confirm where the oxidation and the reduction processes are going on. Let's see the first compound, zinc oxide. It is going to combine with carbon element and it is going to form a zinc element along with a compound carbon monoxide. As you can see here, on the reactant side, oxygen is available with zinc. But on the right hand side, that is on the product side, the oxygen is available with carbon. So there has an exchange going on. So zinc oxide is containing oxygen, but when it goes to the other side, it converts itself into zinc only. That means means oxygen is removed out from zinc oxide. So the removal of oxygen as per our definition is suiting into reduction process, where the removal of oxygen is also called as reduction. So here in this example, from zinc oxide, the oxygen is removing and converting that zinc oxide into zinc. So this conversion should be represented by an arrow which should start from here, that is zinc oxide, and it should end at zinc. So on this arrow, we can mention that the process of reduction is taking place on zinc oxide. Now let us check where the oxidation process is going on. On the reactant side, as you can see here, the carbon is single. But on the product side, carbon is associated with oxygen. So here, if we check that carbon is changing into carbon monoxide with an addition of oxygen. And addition of oxygen simply means the oxidation process. So here, the carbon is oxidized. We call it as oxidized. So carbon is oxidized to carbon monoxide, or we can say that at carbon, the process of oxidation is taking place. Clear? Now, at zinc oxide, reduction is taking place. At carbon, oxidation is taking place. So, here in the case of zinc oxide, where reduction is going on, we consider this carbon as a reducing agent. Why? Because carbon is helping to remove the oxygen from zinc oxide. So it will behave like a reducing agent here. Similarly, at this place, at carbon's place, oxidation is going on. So zinc oxide will behave like an oxidizing agent because it is helping, it is allowing the addition of oxygen into carbon. So this is how in a particular reaction we can identify 4 terms. The compound at which oxidation or reduction takes place and which are considered as oxidizing and reducing agents respectively. So from this equation we have find out that at zinc oxide the process of reduction is taking place and carbon is behaving like a reducing agent. This should be mentioned separately. Along with this, at carbon position, oxidation is taking place and zinc oxide behaves like an oxidizing agent. After mentioning all these 4 terms, the most important thing to be taken care is the arrow. The arrow should be presented properly from reactant to product side in both the cases. It should start from one and it should end at another, pinpointing where the oxidation or reduction processes are finally converting. So this is how we can understand in a particular equation in any chemical reaction where the oxidation and reduction processes simultaneously takes place. That's all. Thank you.